What's up, YouTube? Excuse me. What else? How y'all doing out there in cyber world? Today is Tuesday, and it is raining outside. It sounds so good. All the kids are going to school today because my children go to school on odd days, and my baby girl, she goes every day. So everybody's at school today, so it's a pretty good day. I'm able to just do me, and of course I'm working, but I'm able to just do me and just get on here and talk to y'all without any interruptions and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about, I was listening to Breakfast Club this morning, and I was really interested in the person they had on this morning. I don't even remember his name. I'm horrible with names, but he was on there talking about human beings and just laws of nature, laws of human, and how we think, how we act, how we are as a person. And they brought up the platform of social media, and he talked about how social media is basically just a big platform to brag, for people to be envious of you. And, that's really, in terms, that's what it's for. And I remember I had a professor, instructor, or whatever you want to call him, at one school that I was going to, and he was older. One thing you can learn from is an older instructor. And he was just talking about how, he said he said he would post his grandkids pictures on social media so people could get jealous of them. He would joke about it, but he said it's just a big place for people to be envious of you and jealous of you and try to keep up with you and what you have going on. But it's also some good in it as well. But then he talked about how we oftentimes post our success, and we post what we went through, and we oftentimes post what the outcome, but we never truly post the power that we use to get where we are. Now, you have some people that, they'll tell you, God, brought me here. I prayed. And, if it weren't for God, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And that goes without saying for anything. None of us will be where we are without God's grace and his mercy, because neither one of us are worthy of the days that we are here. We all should have been dead and gone. But he talked about how we never really truly talk about the power that we use. I think he was more so talking about the manifestation part of it. We say we manifest this, but what did you do? Manifestation just doesn't happen with you just thinking about it and it comes. You have to put in work. And he was just basically saying we never talk about the work that we actually put in when we manifest anything. That's what I got out of it. And it's true, because all of us, anytime you've reached the top, you've actually reached the top and you got there, there's always something that pushed you to help get you to the top. No one is self-made, no matter what they say. Now, you're self-made in a sense, but as far as just doing it all by yourself with nobody's help, nobody to pull you along, that's not. There's always you always have an opportunity created for you if you're pushing. And when you're pushing, you're gonna see that opportunity because you're pushing for it. That's where the manifestation comes in. Manifestation is just pure, hey, I seen the opportunity and I took advantage of it. When you want something badly, you take advantage of the opportunities, and you're always looking for an opportunity. That's where our power come in. There's always opportunities. The opportunities are endless. It's the fact of the matter, are you actually looking for these opportunities while you're manifesting? You can manifest. You can say, well, I want to manifest something all day long and just lay in the bed and nothing will never ever happen, but with manifestation, it's just pure opportunities. Just like with me in school, I have a whole testimony. For one, it's because I prayed really hard, and I honestly, God, believe that God actually created these opportunities for me through my prayer, but it took me to recognize the opportunities, you know. And I had one, my advisor, she told me, she said that she admired my persistence because I was persistent with pushing to get through school, because I had some obstacles that I had to climb. It wasn't, the last couple of years wasn't as easy for me as it is for everybody else. I had to get back in school. I had got kicked out of school. I had to prove that I was worthy to come back to school, to get my scholarship back, for me to finish. Then I lost motivation. But the fact that I was so into, when I did go, when I was in class, I was so in tune, and because I love lectures, I love learning, and I was so in tune and so, you know, into what my instructor was talking about, and I was engaged, but I ended up losing motivation. But the fact that I was so in tune, and I took advantage of that opportunity of being into asking questions, emailing, like, so when I did lose the motivation, he ended up emailing me and was like, hey, what's going on? I want to help you get through this. We're going to get through this together. You know, I actually care. And I was able to pass my class last semester, and now I'm about to graduate in May. And even with this semester, I had a class, I was taking math, and I knew I couldn't pass that math. But I had taken the math previously, and they were saying that it wasn't equivalent to the math that I needed, but I knew it was. So the first time I tried to get it done, they told me no. And I just got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm going to graduate. So I said, you know, I'm just gonna call. I called the dean myself, and I spoke with him, and I just explained to him how I felt about the situation. And he told me that, hey, just push it through again, and we'll see what we're gonna do. Push it through again. Bam, they accepted the class. I get to graduate. So basically, it's just all about being persistent and looking for those opportunities. So when I do get my testimony about me being able to graduate through after all the hardships that I encountered, which were because of me. It's not like I had these hardships because no, they were because of me. But I have to, basically, he said, don't leave out the part where you use your power. Don't just say, well, I prayed and I'm here. Y'all just don't know what I went through. Talk about what you went through. Tell them about the persistence. Tell them about the actual work that you put in. It was easy, but it was work though. You had to put in the work. But once you put the work in, it comes out. It's like a flower. It just blooms. It has no choice because you look for these small opportunities, and that's where our power lies. You know, there's always a way. Always a way out of no way, no matter what. And that's where our power lies in. Prayer, asking God to create these opportunities for you, and then you actually looking for the opportunities and being persistent in the while you're looking, you know. And when you get the opportunities, push. Don't give up. No, you're gonna get pushback because that's just how it is, because it wouldn't be a testimony without some pushback, you know. So you're gonna get pushback, but you have to, when you'll know, hold on, I knew this class could, you know, I knew this math class could go. You know, I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm graduating. I don't care. I'm going to push for this again, you know. I can't give up. I can't just say I give up. No, I can't do that. So I just kept going, and you push. So when I tell my testimony about how God created this opportunity for me, and that if it were not for him, I would not be here. I have to tell what actually happened. I use my power, and that's with anybody with any success that you do. You can't just say, man, God did it, y'all. No, yes, he did it. Of course he did it. But you talk about the power that you use. Sometimes it's a power of networking. You know somebody that knows somebody. Or it's just a power you may have inboxed somebody, or you just kept trying and trying. Les Brown, he's one person that does talk about the power that he used about when he was trying to become a disc jockey, and he wanted to be a disc jockey. So he just went to the radio station and told him, I'll do whatever, let me do whatever here, because I want to eventually get in that seat. And so he kept going every day until an opportunity was created for him, and he was able to actually DJ that day, and the rest is history. So that's what I'm saying. You use your power, and power is in persistence and prayer, and looking for opportunities. So that's all I want to talk about, y'all. I hope y'all have a great, marvelous day, and I hope you manifest whatever you want through power, persistence, and looking for opportunities. Thanks, guys.